Hello, my name is Roy Rusted, and I'm going to be just presenting to you what I believe are some end times things you may be interested in concerning America in particular. I'll be reading from a prepared script, so pardon me if my eyes kind of wander around like I'm daydreaming. So, I've heard it said that America is clearly not in biblical end times prophecy. Now, I've listened to Revelation several times, and I believe that America is. Many people may hate me for what I'm going to say. I am not anti-American at all, so don't get me wrong. But let me show you where I believe America is. First, you may be a Christian and a very godly person, but that doesn't mean that when God punishes a nation for its sin, that you are exempt from suffering. My example is the Babylonian exile of the Jews. Daniel and his friends were very godly, but suffered and became slaves of the king. Also, when Stephen was stoned, a great persecution arose and erupted against the church. But what I'm about to say is not designed to create fear, for fear is not of God. Here's where America and possibly Canada and Europe are, but specifically I believe it speaks about America. There's a picture in Revelation chapter 17 of a person sitting on many waters. Later on in the chapter it says the waters are described as many peoples, languages, and nations. Now, no one would deny that America is probably the most multinational, multicultural nation on earth. As well, it happens to be the home of the very United Nations. This person is described now as a great prostitute who will be judged for her sexual immorality. Sexual immorality is so rampant in modern society, not only America, but many countries of the world, that people don't even have the courage anymore to call sin, sin. God hasn't changed, however, and He doesn't have any politically correct words to water down blatant sexual sin. So this, I believe, will be America's downfall. In Revelation chapter 18, it describes the judgment of Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes. This judgment will take place in 1 hour. Verse 4 warns all Christians to come out of her. Verse 11 says, all the merchants of the earth will weep and wail and mourn over her, for the loss of the greatness of all that wealth. Many people believe that this city of Babylon is, in fact, the rebuilt city of Babylon in Iraq, where it used to be. But solely going by the description of the waters as being many peoples, languages, and nations, I believe it is none other than New York City, center of banking, world government, and arguably probably one of the most powerful cities on earth within the most powerful nation on earth. Now, it would be my desire that I tell you that all these events in Revelation will take place some faraway place in some faraway time. But current events happening in the world are so rapidly accelerating toward fulfillment of some of these ancient prophecies that I don't believe there is that much time left. So my advice is just keep yourself alert, keep informed about world events, and don't be lulled into a daydream world, believing that all Christians will miss any trouble by being raptured ahead of the trouble. Jesus would never have said, never again will they hunger, never again will they thirst, never again will the sun beat upon their head. I will wipe every tear from their eye. if some very hard things were not taking place. But I leave you with this encouragement. This may sound very strange, but I am looking to prepare a place outside of America in a warm climate, a country with a warm climate, where people may flee to when they feel it necessary to leave. This obviously is a huge undertaking, which will require a lot of planning and money, but if God wants it done, it'll happen. If it does, I will post another video, but till then, take care, God bless, fear not, what can man do to you? Fear is not of God.